These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Starts the drive on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. To throw here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
First and 10, Taylor now. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Able to find his man, Woods. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Taylor. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. He'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. touchdown. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. A move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. In motion right, here comes Johnson. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw, Pickett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Rodgers to return it. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Colts had 7-4 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Ryan. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many offense wanting to through their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This is caught. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Taylor. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
From the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making it.
Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Pickett to throw on first down. Finding Pickens for another catch. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Pickett. Looking for Pickens. And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. These defenses have become so opportunistic. And no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time. Completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away. You're trying to get downfield. But someone's always coming. Get the ball and knock it free.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now a dump-off here complete, and they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some space here. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Taylor on first down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he'll find Pittman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 9, 2nd and 5. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Touchdown, Colts! Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, perfect.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. George Pickens, 32 yards. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Colts 21, Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Play action. Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Offense at the line and set to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That escapes the sack. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So we've reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action with Ryan. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Ryan. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Play action. It's Ryan. Well, a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Off play action. Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. First and 10, here's Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, 29 yards. And the Steelers take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They go play action now. Ryan. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now, he came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
a legend,
makes you step back and really take stock of his career. And you realize it's not just about the numbers. It's about the accomplishments. It's about the play. How great has his career been? To pass Dan Marino's? I'd say pretty darn great.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the handoff, Taylor. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Ryan. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. To the middle, into the hands of Woods. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now Ryan steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Pickett completes this one to Pickens.
Pickett's pass complete to George Pickens. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Pickett now from the gun here. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Looking to throw here. Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
A 55-yard
And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on...
He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. An option handoff given to Harris. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about...
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Pittsburgh, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.